have it on default format, so I imagine everybody probably would have seen that for the first time.
Yeah, I think when you sign up for the first time, it has it set that way. I'm trying to remember where that's set at. Doesn't it tell you in the email what to do?
I think it does, but I never changed it. But I'm also wondering, because it seems to work fine without doing it, I'm just wondering what extra info you need.
What's up?
If you would go underneath being able to do the settings for the pocket query, very, very bottom line, you say GPX 1.0 or 1.1. If you change it to 1.1, you'll never get that message again.
What are the extra things you
I
did
think
though?
you
It's
don't
actually an
attributes.
updated version of the
Is that it? Attributes?
Sir, can you restate that whole conversation now?
No.
Thanks.
What he was talking about was, this is not it though. I don't think. Oh, that's normal.
It works fine without doing it, because I didn't.
Are you getting attributes in your pocket queries, or do you care?
Well, yeah, I can actually.
There's somewhere in your user setup in geocaching.com where you tell it what version of GPX file you want to use, and I believe she's right that the difference is the older version doesn't include the attributes in the
Well, I
downloads.
get all the attributes, the size and all that kind of stuff, I get all that.
Yeah, like thorns or whatever.
Like what?
The one that tells you there's thorns or poisonous plants or
All the attributes in the square.
Yeah.
watch out for livestock, all that other really useful stuff that people said.
Oh, and I got poison.
Well, we don't talk about that. All right. So anyway, now that I'm totally lost.
Sorry.
Any other questions?
I have one quick question.
Okay.
I have noticed sometimes that if, I have to rerun the whole query because I want the new logs. Or is there a way to, just,
Stay for the second hour. You'll see a very handy tool for that. If you just want logs or just want stats.
I want the new logs that I missed last week.
Understand. And worse, if you run a pocket query on the cache that's very popular, you'll still only get 5 logs. So if it's getting logged 10 times a week, you'll only have half the logs. Okay. What I'll show you later, you'll see that you can get all the logs.
Sir, can you, this is in the same vein as her question, and many people aren't aware of this, but you can have a pocket query done as often as you like, and maybe take 1 second to explain what box to check there, what day. Because her question is, she wants a new pocket query all the time, because she wants the most recent logs each time she goes out, and so.
Yeah, what she was saying is, how do you get all the logs? And you're correct, that one way, assuming it isn't logged really extremely, is that you could essentially check all of these boxes and run it every day. I don't know too many people that actually do that, but if you want to, you can. You know, it's your 5 pocket queries a day, so if you only are interested in one area, then that'll be a real easy way you can get it every day if you want to load it every day. The problem is, of course, you have to load it every day too, which is kind of a pain in the neck. Okay, so we created a pocket query, we loaded a pocket query. We talked about this, all the different ways you could load your pocket query in. So finally, we've now got a nice table here in GSAK. So a lot of the times what we want to do is sort it. We might want to sort it by all the caches that are closest to where I'm at. We might want to sort it all the caches, you know, by name or by north to south or east to west or whatever it is that you're interested in. So real quickly, I can just switch back to GSAK and you'll see how this works. So very simply, right now, you can see the arrow and it says I'm sorted by waypoint name. Let's say I want to sort it by terrain. It'd be kind of fun. So I'll hit the terrain button. Now I'm sorted the 1 to 5 all the way down. And as I scroll down, you'll see all that. All the way to the bottom. I'm not so good with one hand using this mouse. If you want to sort by longitude or latitude, let's see if I actually have it in here. I do. So if I hit this, I'll sort by latitude. Hit the right button. And these caches are down in Illinois somewhere, for from that latitude, and all the way up to the farthest north ones. You can also sort by container. So if I'm looking for a bunch of large caches, there they are. I can mark those, load them into my GPS, and away I go. I know, yes?
So all of your headings that you're clicking on to sort by, sorry, I'm like really technologically challenged.
That's the right word.
All of your columns are what you chose to include that information?
No, actually, it's everything about the geocache is in the database. You just don't see it all.
Okay, you didn't have to choose all those things.
No, but when you start out with GSAK, it'll only have certain fields showing. But you can add all the fields you want. I'll show you right now how to add it. Yes?
Can you do subsorts, like sort of this first, sort of this second?
Yes.
That would help, but I've never
You
Can you
can,
restate the question? Just so
he was asking for multi-level sorts. So he's asking, can you like sort first by name and then by latitude? Or I don't know, I can't even think of a reason why you want to do it, but if you had a reason,
Well,
But like date, place.
it kind of works automatically. So for the sake of argument, let me show you. Let's say I come here and I sort first by the name.
you sort by difficulty, then sort by terrain.
Okay, that's fine. So if I sort by difficulty first, and then I sort by terrain, and you will see that within the terrain, the difficulties are all in order. Now I'm in 1.5, and they'll slowly go up, and I'm in 2, and they're going up again. So it works just like you think it would work, sequentially.
So you do the last, so you kind of do them in reverse order as you want.
Right, exactly. You would do it in the order from the least important to the most important.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, that's just, there's actually somewhere in the menu where you can do multi-level sorts too, but that's much easier in my opinion. So anyway, back to the original question. How do you add fields? Well, you'll see here in this, let's see if I can do it here first, maybe not. Add, remove columns. This is the easier way. And you can see it has all the different columns on here that are available. And let's say I want to add a column for the hints, just for fun. So I'll add hints. I don't know how much it'll actually show me. It should be out at the far right side. You can see we have all the hints. Amazingly encrypted still. Is this useful to anyone? I don't know, but that's the way it comes out. If you wanted to print it and then manually decrypt in the fields, you could. Or you could be a lazy person and just hit that and decrypt it.
Of course.
It says right here, hints, click here to encrypt. So I'll click it again, I'll put it back in encryption. Because I really don't want to see that. Okay, any other questions about sorting or adding fields?
Where did you get that?
Sure, I'll do that one more time. Just go here to View, and then Add, Remove Columns. By the way, if you want to remove a column, for the sake of argument, let's say I want to get rid of this. This is the date I found this cache. And of course, I filtered this by caches I hadn't already found, so it's blank on all of them. I can just right-click it, and then remove column.
Does that do it for every database or just that database?
I believe every database.
Every database.
I believe your standard view sets that up. However, if you have a view that's the way you want to use it, or you want to use it all the time, you come here to View, Save Current View, and then you give it a name, and you can call it, like right now I have the default, but I could call this CSS. Okay. And now I've saved that view as that particular name. And somewhere out here, it's unfortunate, I can't, if I had a little bit wider screen here, you could see a view pull down. But if you come right here, select a view, and there are the views that I've specified. So I'll pick a different one just for fun. Not much in that view, so not too useful. I'll go ahead and get it back. Yeah, you can, and we'll talk about this later, you can customize this bar on what shows. It just happens that view for me is way out to the right because I don't use it very often. So it's not on my screen right now, so you can't use the pull down. You can also filter, and this is probably where the real power of GSAK comes in. If you want to do a filter, essentially you tell GSAK, hi Tom, I didn't see that. You tell GSAK, this is what I want to see, and it will filter everything else out so you don't have to look at it. And once you have it the way you want, then of course, okay, now I'll load that to my GPS and I'll only load what's in the filter. So we'll just do a simple one first. So the filter button, you can either go here to search, I don't know why it doesn't say filter, and then filter here. And let's say I only want to see caches that are terrain 5, because I'm kind of a masochist. So I'm going to say greater than or equal to 5. I could have said equal to 5 also. And that's it, and hit go. So now I only have, you see at the bottom, hope you can see at the bottom, it says I have 29 shown out of 947. There's a bunch of a few caches on there anyway that are hidden by Ron, that are hiding, not really hidden by Ron, but they really are hidden by Ron. He knows what I'm talking about. It kind of gives you an idea of how you can get this filtered. So if your goal that day was to go out and find a whole bunch of 5-star terrain caches, and that, normally I know that's Dave's goal. You could just load all these in and away you go and start finding all the 5-star terrains around. Well, if you want 5.5, that's easy. You just also do the exact same thing. I don't know if there are any on this database. Equal to 5. Go. 3. Scuba diving cache, a puzzle of puzzles cache, and Ron's challenge cache. Or Sharon's challenge cache. Somebody's challenge cache. Okay, so, and you say, well, that's all right, but it's not really what I want. How do I get back to where I wanted? Oops. Cancel filter. Now you got everything back. Or, of course, you can go through and change the individual pages or make it however you like. Now, the most common way that you might want to do filtering is just, okay, I want to pick a certain caches that I'm going to go find. I just want to load those. Well, the easiest way to do that is to use this little icon little guy. This means user flag, and you can check these. So let's say I'm going to sort the database by distance, and here's a little trick. This button right here is set current waypoint as center, spelled the Australian way. And I'm just going to find these first 5 caches, like this. And let's put one more just for good measure. Now, if I want to filter that, well, there's 2 ways. There's the hard way. We'll go over here into the search, filter. And somewhere around here, oh, it's actually on a different tab. On the other, where's it on? You can tell I don't do it this way. User flag set. So if I check this, go. It just has those caches. We'll cancel that. Now, there are a bunch of filters that are pre-programmed in to GSAK, and you can also create your own. There happens to be one pre-programmed in called user flag. If I hit that, same thing. And in fact, that's so popular that they actually programmed that to a key. So if you hit the F8 key on your computer, it does the same thing. Yes?
If you're looking at your original list of caches and you want to select a whole bunch in a row, is there like a shift control that you can hit the whole range in between? Or you have to do them individually?
Sort of. For instance, let me kill this filter real quick. Right here under user flags, you'll see there's another menu. You can say, set all user flags at none.